intro short, I have with me a very good friend of mine that was definitely not first year and is very happy to be here. Aren't you happy to be here?
Sometimes.
Anyway, this is one of my dearest friend, Ella, and she is our guest for today's episode on Kiss and Tell. So what do we start with? Do you want to take a drink?
I was already going to. I like the glasses. They're really pretty.
Really?
Yeah.
I did a good job with picking them. Actually,
Sometimes.
I didn't pick them. Oh.
It's sharp pretty.
Give me a rendezvous of your week. Like what happened?
Today is Monday, so the week just started.
Yeah, but like last week.
Last week. I think, last week was exam week. But
That was fun.
thank God it's over.
That was
Thank
really
God we're
fun.
moving forward. How's your week?
My week? Let's just leave it as we thank God. Because it's only God. It's only God. You know one thing that was trending on my social media this week? Some YouTuber, actually not some, actually watch her, but a YouTuber put like a TikTok video of like, actually not a TikTok, she made a YouTube video about how she got BBL. Christian BBL was it? Like
Ooh.
Christian BBL. And man, the Christian TikTok was vexed. Like it was everywhere. Like I'm scrolling through TikTok and you know, like people were talking about why they don't do this, why they don't do that, like like just Gen Z perspective on Christianity. What do you think?
First of all, I would say that this young lady over here is like, she's my plug for everything social media.
Yeah,
right? She's my plug.
I have very.
Left to me, I live under a rock. But to like, honestly, firstly, I don't like unpopular opinion, no, but I really don't like the concept of Gen Z.
Gen Z?
I don't like the concept.
The one in the media, like
I guess I would say I don't like the way like a lot of people I've seen portray like Gen Z, wherever it is that they're portraying. I just don't like the image that they create. It's just very, I don't know, there's just something about it that's just not giving. But that BBL thing, see, anything you want to do, it's your life, it's your choice. Do as you like to do. But honestly, for you to term it Christian is very, it begs to question exactly what your aim is. Because what happened to just saying, I got a BBL? Are you trying to justify your BBL getting by adding Christian to it? Like, okay, I got a BBL, move on. Why now try to, it's like the attention, like she's looking for attention or something like that. That's on one side, because I'm trying to be unbiased. I can be biased at times, but let's try to be unbiased here. The other side of it is the comments that came out. A lot of them were very condemning. And I feel like it's not anybody's place to condemn another person.
what?
I can tell you that I don't agree with you or I don't agree with what you think about something, but it's not my place to feel like I can condemn you for the way you think. So yes, I'm saying like, you could have just said BBL, but like, I'm not going to go to the extent of like, getting into talking about her family, her parents, her upbringing.
People were really mean on TikTok. Like everybody's allowed to do what they want to do. Like, don't do that. I feel like that is how annoyed I get when like people in church start talking about how you should not be friends with non-believers and what's not. Like when they say atheists, yeah. When they say like don't be friends with atheists, like those kind of things. Because we were in church a couple of months ago, like past church and fellowship, one of those two, and the discussion of being friends with non-believers was like non-believers will pull you into their own beliefs instead of you pulling them into your own beliefs. Something I find very disrespectful that Christians do, even as a Christian, is trying to put your beliefs on me. Do you have friends that are non-believers? And you don't think your Christianity and their belief with not believing kind of crash with one another?
I feel like it's more about what the basis of your friendship is. Yeah, there are things that happen like within that friendship. Like it's not going to be just a one-way friendship. Or, okay, maybe I'm friends with you because of like school-related stuff, and it's only school-related stuff that we're going to talk about. Like obviously, there's going to be like, oh, a bit of diverting. But when I think about this whole friends and this kind of thing, there's so many sides to it. There are like so many. The first one I'll start with is when they'll tell you, especially as an African, when your teacher in school tell you, oh, birds of the same feather flock together, or show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are, all these kind of things. It's like it's valid, yeah. And it's even more valid for like younger people, because at that point in time, you're still trying to form your base. You're still trying to get your own value system, the things that carry you and all of that stuff. But I feel like the older you get, the more you realize that there are different levels of friendship. And there's a level of friendship that I would not get to with a non-believer. But that doesn't mean that I cannot have associations with said non-believer. Like, I'm not going to be associating with only Christians. Like, I love Christianity. I love Christians. Like, if you know, you know. I think
If you know, you know. Let's talk about toxic churches. Because, let me tell you, I think like in the last 2 weeks, I've been on Christian TikTok, and Jesus, the things I see there. I don't fault African kids like that don't believe in Christ. I don't fault them at all. Like, cause I feel like if you grew up with a mother that believes that she's way older than Jesus himself, imagine the stress, the mental.
Okay. So, I would say that I don't think a church can be toxic.
You don't think a church can be toxic?
Like the body of Christ, that's the church. I don't think it can be toxic. But I feel like there can be a couple of, when I say bad eggs or maybe misinformed eggs within the church. It's like,
you go to an African church?
I do go to an African church, yes. And there are definitely those people, but those people don't characterize the whole church. Because within that church, there are also the good people there. So I wouldn't say that they characterize your church.
They're definitely.
I would say is that, like, I will call it more of what I've observed, like, especially with a lot of like Christians right now, is that there's this very passive aggressive approach to Christianity. Sometimes it's not that passive, like it's aggressive. Some people, it's like more on the passive aggressive side of Christianity. Passive aggressive Christianity. And I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yeah,
like
we had
at
this
one
conversation.
point in time where I think I was so upset about something that like a friend said was said to them, and I'm like, hello. So wait, what am I saying again?
Someone said Someone said a thing to our friend, and our friend expressed what the person told us, and you were mad about it.
Oh yeah. I was mad about it, and then that brought me to term it as passive aggressive Christianity. It's like, when I read my Bible, I try to read my Bible. I want to say right now, I'm not perfect.
Take advice at your own risk.
I'm not close to perfect. Anything I say, please go check your Bible. If you see that it's correct, carry it. If you move on. But yeah, I feel like when I read my Bible, the understanding I get from it is that Christianity is a relationship of love. It's a father who got disconnected from his children because of something that happened. And he has done everything in his power, including sending his only son to die, to show these people that I love you and I want to reconnect with you. Like, I want that connection that was lost to come back. So I cannot be expressing a relationship of love, or be trying to like get you to understand that, oh, you need to be saved, blah blah blah, and I'm expressing it with condemnation, I'm expressing it
Judgment.
with judgment, I'm there telling you how you should live your
Your
life, what
life.
you should do, what you shouldn't do. Yeah, so I feel like there's a point where like you need to, especially when you're speaking to somebody. I hope I am making sense to whoever is listening to this. Like, it's a very the subject.
Yeah, it's a very touchy
It
subject
touches
because
me.
you're trying
So
not
like
to
sometimes, and I also don't want to
judge
pick one side or
anyone.
judge anyone, because like there's so much to talk about and consider. But back to what I was saying, when you are on the subject of love, or when you are trying to bring forth, like you're trying to show the love of Christ to people. That is what we were sent to do, to show the love of Christ to people. I personally, I don't believe that the way to show love is through condemnation and judgment and all of that stuff. I feel like, sometimes it's necessary for you to use that iron hand, but it cannot be all the time. And there are people that, or let me not say there are people that sometimes it's more, the iron hand is more evident than that soft, loving presence that is needed for something like Christianity to be understood. I feel, yeah.
Talking about like, oh, the iron hand is needed. Should it be when the person has give you authority to be accountable for them? Because if I don't give you authority to be accountable for me, tell me why you're giving me iron hand. Are you my mother?
Okay. Now I would say that everything is step by step. Relationship is step by step. Okay. If I was speaking to somebody that has no form of understanding of Christ, about Christ, I cannot come and say, this your way. Why do you do hair like this? One cut.
Do you think there's any air that you do that is not with Christ?
I'm just giving examples, okay?
I'm just asking a question. Let me tell you something. The pastors on TikTok want to cut my hair off.
This young lady doesn't want me to finish what I'm saying.
That is not the point. I just asked a question.
Can I finish?
I just asked a question because I'm very curious.
I'll think about it while I'm
just
answering
very
the previous
curious.
one. So the point I'm trying to make here is that like there's levels to these things. So let's use the church hierarchy. I feel, okay, I'm speaking based on what I feel. It's not going to be perfect because I'm not perfect. But I feel like if in church hierarchy, okay, there's the pastor, which is usually the person at the highest point, and
The
highest
ministers.
point, yeah. And then you have like, or maybe the ministers, you have workers, you have aspiring workers, and then you have like you have members, and then you have like newcomers, like people that are just getting into like the business. I feel like the way a pastor will speak to their minister when the minister defaults or does something that maybe is not like in the conduct of maybe what the church is or something like that, is very different from the way that pastor should approach a new member or approach an aspiring worker. Maybe I want to become a worker in the department, and maybe the church has rules about dressing. Most churches have rules about dressing. Like,
That's okay.
it's like you're going to be standing in front of people. There's a certain way you want to appear when you're standing in front of people, especially under the circumstances of church and Christianity and all of that. So if you're speaking to an aspiring, upcoming worker, it's different from the way you will speak to somebody that has the understanding. That is it. It is understanding that makes the difference in the approach you use to speak to people. So if you're speaking to somebody that has no understanding, you have to be more subtle is not the word. You have to be more patient, and your patience will be shown in the way you speak, how you come across, and all of that stuff. Then to answer the other question, which I honestly want to say no comment to this particular question.
What about dressing? I'll check the no comment. I'll check the no comment.
She's hitting very close to home right now.
I'm not hitting close to home. Let me tell you something. I personally find that there are definitely things you wear to church that, even me, if you know me, like I support whatever you want to do. Honestly, do it. You'll be judged when you go to heaven. But I'm just saying, sometimes when I hear people say certain things that, I'm not allowed to wear that to church, I look at the outfit and I'm like, you're not allowed to wear what? Because it just seems something like so basic. Like you can literally wear it to warmer. Like I don't know how to explain, but like it just seems like outfits that are not. Because I'm asking myself, what is your eyes going to for you to notice that, oh, something is wrong about this outfit and this person is not allowed to wear this outfit? Like, do you come to church for other people or do you come to church for yourself? Because most of the time I find that it's not even the pastor. I mean, the pastor definitely. I feel like it's not even the pastor or whatnot. It's like members, like my fellow members. Like you're sitting next to me in church and you have comments about my dressing. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Focus
so
on your prayer.
I would say for dressing at church, it's these things that this young lady is trying. Okay,
I'm just saying.
for
Like,
dressing at church, I would say that it should be looked at on right now, like sitting here. I think it should be looked at on two scales. The first one is the rules. The second one is the individual. Now, rules come into play when you have a responsibility to that church or to that environment. So, where the church I'm coming from, like the church I used to attend before, there are certain rules about what you can wear to go on the altar, and it is known. In that church, if you are going to go on the altar, you need to cover your hair. They are not telling you that if you don't cover your hair, you are a sinner. But they are telling you that if you are going on their altar or the altar that
they
is the
have.
rule that works there, you need to cover your hair. If you cannot cover your hair, don't go on the altar. That's a rule, okay, that they have there. So that one is rules. And I do not believe for any reason that you should, especially when you are a worker in a department or a worker in the church, that you should abstain from following the church rules. If the rule don't work for you, find a church that goes along with
that
what
aligns
you
with
want.
you.
But as long as you're told yourself you're going to stay in that church, stick with their rules. Don't try to say, oh, the Bible. Nobody's telling you that it's a sin to wear a short skirt. Or the church is saying, don't wear short skirt on altar. Don't wear short skirt on altar. That kind of thing. Then the second one is the individual. Now the individual comes to play when the rules now don't apply. Now it's an individual thing of where do I see myself and what kind of dressing do I feel is appropriate for church. There are people that will tell you that if you can't wear it to church, you can't wear it anywhere. That's individual. The individual feels as though if I cannot wear something to church, that's what I'm saying. It's based on person. It's not
Crazy. Come on,
it's not
your nightclub dress to church.
They'll tell you that why are you going to the nightclub if you're going to church? I mean,
What?
so it's honestly individual based. There are people that will say, oh, I can wear that to this place, but I can't wear it to church. There are people that will say, oh, this is a work kind of outfit, it's not a church kind of outfit. You get that kind of thing. There are people that will say, if I can wear it to work, I can also wear it to church. So I feel like it is based on the individual. And if a person, I don't know at what point it becomes another person's responsibility to feel like they have an impact on the dress sense of somebody. But some people can say it's the Lord. The Lord is leading you. Okay, I can't. Who am I to question? The Lord is leading you in your legs. I can't talk. But if for any reason you feel like, oh, okay, God is leading me to speak to this person, like about maybe the way the person is dressing, like maybe it's extreme. First of all, please do make sure
you know the person you're talking to.
That is not the first thing. Do make sure that it's truly Lord
that is
leading you. It's not art. Because sometimes art can be saying, go. Do make sure that is Lord that is leading you. Once you are sure, first of all, that is Lord that is leading you, you need to pray for vocal direction. That is our word. The way that you say that word, it will enter, because you can end up doing more bad than good. And that was not your aim. It genuinely your heart, that was not your aim. So on the issue of dressing or anything church related, anything you are doing, honestly, in fact, always be respectful. Like always try to find that, okay, I'm speaking to this person. What do I know about this person? How can I respect this person, but make this person understand what I'm saying? you know. And when you are genuinely coming from a place of you want to help, it becomes limited that you will do harm instead of doing good. And again, let me go back. Do make sure it's God that say.
I'm just going to I'm going to redirect the conversation to African parents and church. We are Africans, so
that's another thing. See, Christianity is very individual based. What works for Christian A might not necessarily work for Christian B. But I would say parenting is not easy. Not an easy task. And I feel like, although yes, I have my opinions on this kind of things, I think I like to be relatively careful because sometimes you don't really have the full story.
True.
Of everything that is going on. You know, sometimes a parent is experiencing a lack of understanding. Okay? And if you don't know, and you don't know that you don't know. Come on, the African home that most of us grew up in. What is mental health? I don't know, depression.
Talk about mental health now, family.
In your own family, but in most African homes, what is depression? Does a mother know what depression is? A mother knows, oh, my child is not eating, my child is not sleeping. Let's say demon. Let's go to church. The demon is crazy. It's the devil that is walking. Let's go to church and pray. It is an understanding gap. And you know what I would say about this is, especially for people that are maybe now they don't have a relationship with God because of maybe how Christianity was presented to them at home. Actually, now that you're older, I feel like it's important to try and have conversations about these things because some aspiring psychologists, aside from what you are missing out from not having a connection with God, there's also what you are missing out of because of the trauma that this thing has created for you. So there's a need to go back and be like, this happened, why? It might just be because, oh, I did not know about depression. I did not know about anxiety. I did not have the understanding of these things. And really, when somebody doesn't know something, can you really blame them for how they act?
True, they don't know if
They don't know.
It's truly true, but I'm just saying.
And parenting is not easy.
Parenting is not easy, so I try not to judge people's parenting. But I don't know, my blood just boils when someone tells me, like when we're talking and I'm hearing experiences of something like that, because I'm like, the solution is honestly just right there. But I guess if you're not educated enough to know the solution,
exactly,
you can't really say, oh, you know what, an African parent, this is so out of topic. Yeah, I don't even know if I should do this. But on TikTok, I don't think I've told you the story. There is this girl, 25-year-old, she has a family of her own. She called the cops on her African mother. But you know, that sounds crazy because that's the narrative people are putting. But she made a video of an African mother telling her how she should raise her own child and how she should feed her and what she should do and what she should not do. Like kind of same what's the word? I have a word in my head.
Condescending?
Yeah, like, but people, like, I feel like a lot of Nigerians are like, why would you call the police on your
parent? Because that's the thing. That's not what we've grown up with.
If somebody is disturbing you and you want to get them out of your house, please call the cops.
It's the basis of what's it the basis of? It differs from individual to individual. Especially when there's some mothers that they don't want to listen to reason. It's sad, but it's true. They don't want to. It's my way or the highway. My way or no way. And I mean, I'm privileged to have the kind of mother that I can communicate with.
We're grateful for our mothers episode.
Honestly speaking, I can go to her and say, Mommy, no. This one, and she will know that, okay, is. But some people are not that privileged. And so I cannot speak on that because I do not have exactly the best understanding on how to approach that situation. But I will say tread with caution because No matter what you say your mommy or your daddy did to you, if for any reason there is something that happens to them by reason of your action,
You will regret it.
you will regret it. Something's gonna come back.
But if somebody is
Something's gonna-
disturbing you, please call the cops. But I'm not saying you should call the cops on your parent, but I'm just saying if someone is disturbing you, but you will regret it if something that you didn't mean.
If you
for it
can't
to
call the
happen actually
cops,
happens.
I mean, depending on where you are, geographically speaking,
Get out there.
I mean, don't limit your audience to,
But I don't know. I feel like where the issue came for me was I recording it and putting it on the internet.
Oh my God! Please,
I have no issue with that calling
This
our
is on
parents.
the topic of the Christianity
Christianity,
stuff,
but-
but keep your family business inside your pocket. Don't bring it outside, though, because the people that are saying, with you today, they go and use your news, cause problem for you. Please.
Of course, that's where I had an issue. Because if you want to call the cops on your parents, if you decide you want to do something, go ahead. Nobody, this
Do
is a
you?
very free world. You are allowed to make the decision.
With caution, do you?
If you like, don't carry caution with you. That's your business. Me and you will not suffer the whatever happens. We will not suffer
clearly. Sorry, with caution.
Do you?
Me and you are not going to suffer the whatever the result brings to you. So if you decide that's what you want to do, sure. But it's just like recording something such like
A private moment.
yeah, like a traumatic moment. Also, like something so.
There's so many things that this particular thing you're saying can bring out of, which is not part of the plan of the episode. for
But
today.
it's a conversation to be.
But I would say, like, it's very, very important that as much as there are these people on social media that everything that happens to them or most things that happen to them, they want to make us know, respect yourself. Like it's self-respect to be able to know when to say, this is for me. Like this is my own issue and it stays with me. And also, if you post something unrelated still, know that you don't owe anybody an explanation.
True.
Everybody can say whatever they want to
People
say.
will say.
As long as you are happy, you know that you do proceed with caution.
So today, actually, the game of the episode today is Guess the Song, Christianity Edition. So I'm gonna play you, depending on how nice, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, anyway, of the beginning of the song, and you're supposed to guess the song. Are you ready?
Guys, wish me luck. I know song, but I don't usually know the title of the song most of the time.
I wish you luck.
So, wish me luck.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Our first song. I feel like out of the songs I chose, this is the one I would only guess.
I don't know this song. It's a upbeat.
Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more because no way.
I don't actually know this song, guys.
When Jesus says yes, nobody.
It has a song.
Oh my God, Destiny Child.
I just thought that all these songs that we sing at praise and worship. I just thought that they're just like they don't have
Okay.
like.
Are you ready?
I don't know that song.
Okay, yeah. Next one.
I know this song. We are the children. Come on. Hey, it's Sinach. That do
Name
sing.
of the song?
Not Chosen Generation.
No.
It's not Chosen Generation. I know who I am.
Oh my God, this is so funny for no reason. Okay.
I know this song, but I don't know. Ooh, yes, now, yes. Yeah.
I want everybody around the world to put your hands together because
give you.
praise. It's too early.
That's the name of the song. You just said the name of the
Every
song.
praise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How many is that? That's 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have one, which is like my favorite song right now. My favorite song, my favorite Christian song right now.
Okay, just give me a hint. Oh, hey. I don't know if I was an eagle.
That's the way it's like. I like this one.
Hey, and if I was the sun.
Guys, I swear to God, I wish I controlled the camera, but I cannot because the way people are looking. Okay, the way someone is looking at Ella right now. Anyway, so what's the name of the song? It's my favorite song. So even though
I know it's the favorite song
right now,
I should have sung If I Were an Eagle.
That's not the name of the song ever.
Come here, Silver.
Do another one.
You are.
This is like a worship song.
What a beautiful name it is.
Anyway, guys,
I saw, I conquered. And that's what you should do every single day. You go out there, you see what's out there, conquer it all. You are unstoppable, just like me. Guys, this has been so fun. Oh my gosh. It is Ella, the one and only.
and your
It is-
Osayo.
What am I? What's my name? Yeah. Emanuela Marisol Okri.
Oh my God. You guys, Ella has a business. So if you want to go follow the Instagram, let them know. What's your Instagram?
Oh yeah, I have an upcoming business. Like, it's still like in the works. Like, it has started
But it's a business. Have an Instagram.
on IG.
Do not forget to go follow.
Follow. Okay, so I was supposed to like do an outro, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah, because I'm learning, I'm learning my internet terms, Yeah. So it is Emanuela Marisol Okri, and
It's your host, Ayo.
we'll say, yeah, we've come to the end of the episode. Just to summarize, guys, show love, spread love, always. Okay, be
wanna be
nice
an
to
hater, it's
people. Yeah, being a hater is not bad, but like hate with love. Okay, be nice to people. Try to smile. Go out there and conquer.
And thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode. But before you go, I want to introduce you guys to Naughty Oaks Instagram. They make beautiful pieces, and how to order is on their Instagram. Go follow Naughty Oak right now. Thank you guys again for tuning in to today's episode.